Welcome to Behind the Lens. I'm your host, Paul Castleberry. Today I'm going to show you how to set up one of the best kept secrets in the industry, a glide cam. A lot of the times when you see video that's really shaky or it seems like it's bouncing a lot, that's usually handheld and someone is an amateur and doesn't know they can use this to make it look better. So before we go into this, a couple of things you're going to need. You're going to need the glide cam rig, camera of your choice. You'll need the glide cam and the accompanying weights, a flathead screwdriver, and a pin. So going into this, I've selected a DSLR photography camera because that's what I do a lot of HD video on. I would take it, and that pin I was talking about, you'll set it onto the table, you'll put the camera on there, and you would roll it back and forth. Let me get you on there. Roll it back and forth to figure out that center balancing point. Now with DSLR cameras, where the lens meets up to the body, right there at that point, that's kind of the center gravity or center balancing point. So we would take our base plate that comes with the glide cam rig, and we'd figure out which one of the holes that we want to put the screw through to get that correct balancing point. So to save some time, I've already done that, so we'll take the base plate, take the screw and mount it on to the camera. That screwdriver I was talking about, I don't use it, don't like to. I like to carry a quarter with me, just keep it in my wallet so it's nice and portable. Now the key to getting this balanced correctly is you want to make sure everything is centered up straight as possible to get that nice balance. So we'll go ahead and screw that base plate onto the camera. Get nice and tight, but not tight enough to where it would crack the body of the camera. So we got that there, we got the base plate onto the camera. We'll take it, we'll mount it onto the glide cam rig. Now the base plate comes with 4 screws that pop into the rig. We'll go ahead and screw those down and make it nice and tight, so it doesn't come flopping off of the rig and sliding around. You don't want that. Okay, so that's on there. Now, the glide cam comes with some weights. The weights, you want to figure out how many you're going to need to make this rig properly balanced. Kind of already done that, and I've figured out that I need 1 weight on each side of the rig onto the feet at the bottom. I've put those on there and bolted it down. And I figured out how extended they need to be. I have mine all the way in with 1 weight on each side, got it screwed down, we're ready to start balancing. Now the glide cam has 8 knobs total that you would use to control the base plate sliding front and back, side to side. As you can see here, these are the screws that we would use to go through and figure out where we need it properly centered over the pole of the rig. And we'd also want to telescope the pole to make sure that it is correctly in line with the camera and have a nice balance. Kind of already done that, and as you can see, once you've got the camera where you think it's balanced, you would want to put it on a flat surface, take it by the handle, and pick it up and see how much side to side and forward and back motion you have. This has got a little bit in there, probably go through and take some time to make it a little bit better. But as you can see, it's just about there. We got a nice balanced camera so we can make it look like it's flying through the air when getting our shots. So thanks for joining me here on Behind the Lens. Join us next week where I'll show you some techniques that you'd want to use to get those nice smooth shots. We'll see you next week.